Hi, I'm attorney Julie Hauf. Today we're going to discuss a recent change to the PIP statute that affects which types of providers can provide treatment within the initial 14 days after an accident to trigger coverage. Now, up until July 1st of 2020, an ARNP was not one of the providers that was permitted to provide treatment during that first 14 days if they were the initial care provider to trigger that coverage. So anytime before July 1st, 2020, if your first and only treatment was with an ARNP, that would not suffice to trigger coverage underneath the PIP statute. However, with an amendment to the PIP statute that became effective July 1st of this year, ARNPs can now be one of the initial service and care providers. But we also need to make sure that the services and care being provided are lawfully provided, supervised, and ordered. One of the ways you want to make sure that ARNP care is lawful is to make sure that there's a protocol on file with the clinic where the ARNP is treating someone. And that protocol has to contain a few things. Now, years back, before there was another amendment to the statute regulating ARNPs, the protocol had to be on file with the Board of Nursing. However, now it just has to be in place at the clinic where that treatment's occurring. But the address of the treatment has to be, where the treatment's occurring, has to be included as part of that protocol. The scope of the practice that's authorized by the supervising provider needs to be listed on that protocol as well. If those things are missing, the treatment that's being provided by that ARNP may not be lawful. And even though, as of July 1st of this year, that treatment is eligible for triggering coverage within the first 14 days, again, you still need to make sure that that's lawful in order to trigger coverage and for that to be payable. So go ahead and make sure that you've got access to the protocol. Make sure that you know for sure that the clinic where the treatment occurred is one of the addresses and locations that's listed. The treatment provided is within the scope of practice by that supervising provider. And the supervising provider, let's say that the treatment's happening at a licensed clinic by ACA, it can't just be sufficient to say, oh, well, there's a medical director at this clinic. The supervising provider's name on the protocol has to be specific to the location and specific to the type of care that's being offered. So just saying that there is a medical director at that facility that could have overseen care, that's not going to be enough to make that care considered lawful. Any questions, you know where to find us. Thanks so much. Have a great day.